It's about sun's rising. Isn't that beautiful?
Easy to tell the truth.
I love the sky in this game.
Small fry like me always gets the worst of it.
I love the sky and the
Maybe
lights in
it's
this.
going to be different now.
It doesn't. I mean, it looks. But I mean, because of like the bitrate limitations, it looks better when you're playing it yourself. But it still looks really pretty even
The
now.
others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
It doesn't sound all that enthusiastic.
Sounds kind of sad, actually.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna head up to Piero's workshop. See what his latest audiograph says.
Lord Regent is dead. Now we will see. Now it will all become clear. Have I placed my trust in the right people? Will I get what was promised me? I feel pins and needles in my hands. I need rest. I hardly know when I wake or when I dream.
Piero sounds
For
like
a
he's not
split
doing
second,
so
I thought
great.
a recording of me was playing.
Well, remember, Piero's been having weird dreams,
Yeah.
visions, and he's kind of not the most. He's kind of not the most psychologically healthy man to begin with, perhaps.
Right.
Let's see what's going on here.
Well, do you think he was
Did he call
crazy
anybody
before or
tonight?
after the outsider came?
Just that's her greeting to
I'm
us.
tired of being afraid.
Did you kill anybody
When I'm
tonight?
Empress,
Oh,
I'm
this
going
one.
to make everyone else afraid instead.
That's it. The Lord Regent's done. Farewell to Hiram Burroughs, you scheming piece of shit. Now we can bend the law to pardon our past crimes, Corvo. We'll find Dow, the assassin the Lord Regent sent to butcher the Empress. Then you can have your revenge. We'll have to move fast to clean up his mess. The armed forces will do their job. Martin has control of the overseers, and you, Trevor, do whatever it is you do with Parker.
That's Lord Trevor Pendleton to you. Without me, you'll never command the nobility. They'll tear you apart like a fish.
Sorry, Corvo. We're nervous. Your work is done, and ours begins. The coronation will be an impromptu affair, but it still requires much preparation. Most of it we can handle, but there is the matter of security. Emily will be vulnerable to whoever killed her mother. I doubt history will repeat itself, but you must be sharp and wary tomorrow.
He's right. Rest. Restore yourself. Raid Piero's wares. Restock your ammo and make yourself ready. Just in case.
To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Coleman, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
Skull.
Thumbs up.
Have you given Emily much spiritual education? The Seven Strictures? The Litany and the White Cliff?
No. I lack the qualifications, Overseer. Hi, Overseer.
Perhaps you ought to send her to me, and soon. She is a spoiled child, even if she's to be an empress.
What? Hey, what's that? Things getting a little weird.
You are an impressive man, Corvo. I hope they give you the credit you deserve. I used to enjoy company, but now you can never tell who's sick and who's not. But most are sick, so I stay alone. It gets colder and colder in here each night, and we have no more blankets.
A lot of this is like,
I had
chaos
an
level
essay
specific.
saved up, buried outside in a glass jar, but this morning I discovered that rats ate through the lid and it all washed away in the mud. The servants get blamed for everything that goes wrong, but we aren't in charge. How does that make sense?
Ah, good old Wallace.
Corvo. The Pendletons owe you a debt. At last, an empress on the throne again. Will it seduce her into becoming a despot?
Whoa!
I half expected. When we move, I will not be taking any furnishings back with us. It's all contaminated by this place.
Hear that voice?
Transfer of infected persons to treatment centers in the flooded district.
Yeah.
After the previous announcer met with his accident, of course, they had to get a replacement.
Right.
And that replacement is actually none other than Carrie Fisher, a.k.a. Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah.
And many other roles she's no doubt had over the years. They have absinthe in the Dishonored universe.
The hallucinogenic alcohol.
Yeah, the stuff with wormwood in it. That. Speaking of which, something's going weird with my vision here for some reason.
You probably just drank too much.
I had the one glass.
Well, maybe it's all the sleep deprivation catching up with you.
That's
I
true.
won't be sad to see the last of this place.
Plus, maybe Corvo hasn't eaten in a while.
So many dead.
We had that apple.
At least they were mostly commoners.
Yeah, I did have the apple, but that's not all.
Emily will revoke the warrant on you tomorrow. Until then, legally there's still a fairly lavish reward, so I'd keep your head down and your mask on. You are one of the deadliest men I have ever encountered. If I had 100 of you, we'd rule the globe. The chaos we've caused is a double-edged sword. I think we'll need the city watch, but... Oh, the scores I'll settle. Pritchett, Pennyworth, out on their asses. Dunwall is just the beginning. When the Navy's rebuilt, that's when the fun starts. Eat well tonight, Corvo. Once we install Emily, the work will begin of hunting the Lord Regent's ring of skulking spies.
I guess that's all he's got to say.
The Abbey is corrupt, but as long as it stays that way, I can control it. Campbell's journal was a gift.
Remember, we
I
took
can
that off his
control
body.
the Abbey. I just don't know if I can heal it. The outsider walks among us today. I can almost feel it.
I don't have outsider powers.
We'll have to keep the overseers in the street maintaining order. These are faithless days.
Recent revelations of the Lord Regent's role in events leading to the outbreak of plague have necessitated a restructuring phase in the city's government. Please
Man, she sounds different.
further announcement.
So much poverty. Well, there's always work at the Pendleton Mines.
What will you do now that the revolution's come, Mr. Corvo? I hope you have a good plan. I know I do. I wouldn't mind seeing Lydia go. All it takes is a hint of plague.
Okay, that's kind of nasty.
Yeah, it is kind of messed.
That's like a chaos thing.
Just. Nothing changes for Cecilia. Every week, there are more rats than before.
Well, that's how rats are.
The others will set themselves up nice. Lords and all. I'll still be here.
Will you be resuming your old post as Lord Protector? We'll need one. Things are very bad out there.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Do not attempt.
Righteous and pure. I do every man's work. I can't.
Also, kind of a small touch, but I like the fact that the others look like they're drinking like brandy or something, whereas the Admiral's drinking beer.
No, it's crazy. Just a dream.
Morgan dreams of Morgan in the sewers.
I wonder if Martin can arrange it. We do all this work, all this risk, so that a child can assume leadership of an empire in chaos. I give us very slim odds. All of them. One thing I'll say for the Regent, he kept the commoners out of our business.
Man, how did we end up with such nice people?
Well,
Sometimes when you come home, you smell like blood.
look, notice that
The
drawing
other
of
day I
hers?
saw Emily staring at you. Do you think she understands what you've done? The Pendletons, Lady Boyle? I think on some level she knows what's been done in her name.
My great-great-grandfather conquered the Isles, but then he got poisoned. Callista told me.
Man, why aren't
I
you
wish we'd make more
Clementine?
cheerful paintings. I'm tempted to burn the old ones.
I don't know.
Boy, what's wrong with that
Mr. Corvo.
painting there? That looks nice.
Everybody's arguing.
I've told her an empress is always merciful. She says empresses are supposed to be ruthless.
If someone killed the Lord Regent and someone killed the Empress before that, how do I stop them from killing me?
I suppose I should thank you. I just don't like to think of how you did this.
When I'm Empress, I want to build 2 giant ships and crash them into each other, and all of them will drown. I'm allowed to do that, right?
Okay, that's a little
I'm
worrisome.
sorry to leave this place. Neither will Emily. Do you think the others resent her fondness for you?
That's a
I
little.
hope I'll sleep better in Dunwall Tower. Fewer nightmares about rats, perhaps.
Yeah, and the TV.
Hey, what you drawing there, Emily? Oh,
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
yeah.
Please prepare for temporary disruption.
She has a different drawing on Low Chaos.
Remain alert for further.
Here's a different drawing on low, medium, and high chaos.
Yeah, it's not. It's not that, suffice to say. Did you notice what she said to you as you were walking in? I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of being afraid all the time. When I'm Empress, I'll make everyone afraid of me, just like you do. Like I said, like the chaos thing, it really. Your action. I mean, like I said, you are basically possibly her biological father, and at any rate, her father figure.
Right.
She takes after. So a lot of the way the ending changes is she takes after you. So it depends on what kind of man you are. What I am right now is apparently a very disoriented man. What is... Oh! Oh. Too many Jello shots.
Samuel,
Well,
you
you
move
know.
like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic?
Uh-oh.
Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
I thought we were friends. Jeez.
Well,
Speaking
they're
of
all
friends.
dicks.
Why I keep sticking my neck out for you eludes me. But I only gave you half the poison, Corvo. They were watching me do it, but not close enough. Maybe you'll survive it. I can hardly blame them for turning on you. After all the
Ouch.
people slaughtered in the name of this cause. Those are crimes of state. And maybe they figure it'd be too hard to control Emily with you around. Could be they're right on that score. I'll drop you in a boat, and then I've got to ship out myself before they smother me in my sleep. That's the next thing. Makes the most sense. If you're lucky, you'll wake up and find your way out of this doomed city. If not, well, goodbye.
Now, yeah, that's... On Low Chaos, he's a lot nicer.
No, I imagine.
I mean, on Low Chaos, he saves your life because he actually likes and respects you.
On high chaos, he does it because reasons.
I think it's just... He doesn't like you, but he doesn't want to... He still doesn't want to, personally... He still doesn't want to be personally a party to murder. I mean, like I said, he's the one... They made him actually administer the poison, so he doesn't...
This is the one who was with the
He's not a murderer. Unlike me in this playthrough.
Poison. Tivian stuff. Amateur work. He'll live. That's up to doubt.
Oh, remember ventilator masks?
Yes.
Oh man, I got so wasted last night, bro. Up we go. This looks like an unpleasant neighborhood. Who's this?
I know a great deal, bodyguard.
talks to you when you visit his shrines. I visited those shrines too. And I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your Empress. But I don't know you, who you are, and who you fight for. You're a mystery, and I can't allow that.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That, by the way, was the voice of Michael Madsen, a.k.a. Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs.
Right, yeah.
The psycho who wants to set the cop on fire.
And ended up shooting up the place, right?
I think he might have started, like, the firefight at the bank, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his fault that it escalated to such violence. And then he tries to torture that police officer, and he gets killed by
Orange.
The guy who's the Tim Roth. Oh,
drowning world, held captive by the man who killed your Empress, the assassin Dowd. Your friends poisoned you and dumped your body in the river. Did they do it to protect themselves, so no one would ever know what they'd done? Or was it because they were a single move away from controlling an empire, and they knew you'd never let them manipulate Emily? Maybe none of these. Perhaps that's just the nature of man.